Well, Hellfire does rock the riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. Back with some more Spiritbox. I don't know how much I've actually done on my channel, but I'm a big fan of Spiritbox. I uh I really dig their first EP, The Beauty of Suffering. That shit was badass. Uh I felt like they were taking all the elements I love of metal and definitely adding some new stuff to it. Their one album, I guess technically that would be their first full length. So I've done two things of Spirit Box on my channel. Yeah, Rule of Nines, one of my favorite songs they've ever done. Rule of Nines was badass. And then I did Rotoscope. Rotoscope was alright. I think I think Rotoscope was definitely catchy. Uh, but and I know I'm not looking at the camera. I keep looking down because I'm sitting here pulling all this shit up so I can make sure I'm saying everything and calling everything the right title. But yeah, they're I guess it's a self title EP. I thought that was really good for a debut. That was fucking killer. The Mara effects are really fucking sick nasty, especially part three. I love part three of the Mara effect. Uh, I was not as crazy about Eternal Blue. I felt like the creativity on that record had it's still there, but it did have a bit more of a I don't know, like a pop producer feel to it, which there and again I understand because being a struggling artist myself and trying to get my own band's music out there, you have to definitely consider writing stuff that is gonna be safer, I guess. Is a better bet or better way to put it. All that. But at the same time, I still feel like Spirit Box has kept up with what makes them Spiritbox, and that's some fucking chunky ass riffing and Courtney LaPlante. I hope I'm saying her name. She's got some really good vocals. I dig what's going on with everything she does. But I just got an email last night and it said, "Hey, Spiritbox has got a new song out, Void." I was like, "All right, cool deal. I'm gonna check it out." And so I've ran my mouth long enough. Let's dive into the Void. I dig that. It's a cool visualizer too. Yeah, I already dig this track. I don't know what it is because their first is it an album or EP? I thought it used to be called an EP, but now it's released under full albums. Their first album, I fucking loved their first album, and I remember talking like I watched one of their the guitarists and the singers live together. I think they're married. I'm not positive though. Don't quote me on that shit. But I watched one of their Instagram lives, and they were cool people, and they were talking and everything. They seemed like really chill people, and they were all about like the music and everything, which I fucking dig that. Uh, and then their single collection, is it still under a collection? Okay, it doesn't seem like it is, because I used to have it in my phone as a collection. Yeah, so they have it here, the single collection EP. That was a really cool too thing. Blessed be uh and Rule of Nines. Really, I would say the part Mara Effect Part 3 and Real Lies have been my favorite overall songs from Spiritbox. I like the heavier stuff. Uh, but the Void here, it's kind of already hooked me. In the first 30 seconds, it's hooked me, and I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? I don't know why, though. It really reminds me of North Lane. As soon as I heard this, like, rolling beat or everything, it made me think of a couple North Lane tracks off the Alien record. Which, that, if you haven't listened to that album, you're missing out. That Alien album from North Lane is fucking sick nasty. Like Westworld or some shit. Hell yeah. I dig that little clean riff that was going on within that. I think the guitarist he uses, I can't never pronounce the brand name right. Articides. It's these guitars that have like indentions on the side of the strings, on the side of the humbuckers. Electric guitar, on the side of the humbuckers. I've been wanting to try one of those guitars. They look like they're a lot of fun to play. I've talked to a few people and they say they feel really good and everything. But that's another thing about Spiritbox. Even on the songs that I'm not like really hooked on, the guitar tone, the mix and the master always sounds really fucking killer. Okay. Yeah. I dig this. This is this is catchy. I thought Rotoscope and that last bit of single stuff was really good as well. So it was Rotoscope, Sew Me Up, and Hysteria. Those three tracks were really cool. I really did think Rotoscope was super, super catchy. Like it was a good blend of pop and Spiritbox's metal and all that kind of shit. I think the Void's got that going on for it too. I'm curious if Courtney's actually gonna get into the Voids, baby. But I don't know. Even if she didn't like go into harsh vocals and start screaming, I guess that's part of it. It's like when you're an artist and you're writing music, you have to walk both worlds. You want to be able to write and do shit that truly speaks to your heart and makes your fucking whatever you want to call it. I always call it like when the hair on the back of my neck stands up while I'm listening to a song. That song is like etched into the groove of my mind, or whatever you want to fucking say. That sounded about stupid. Either way, I'm just waking up. Hold on, let me take a sip of coffee. Black Rifle, fucking good shit. But like walk in both worlds, because you want to stay artistic and be like Rage Against the Machine and say fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. But then on the other hand, you still want to have something radio friendly. You still want to write stuff that other people that want to work with you and help better you and help you get your stuff out there. It, they want you to be certain way. There is the cookie cutting aspect of the music industry that is what it is. I don't 100% agree with the way it is, but it is about like keeping certain things to a certain time and getting it radio friendly. That's the umbrella word right there. Everything falls under being radio friendly. And I feel like this song, even me being an old school Spiritbox fan, because I remember diving into them with that first album. And not a lot of people were, well, they did have a lot of people, but I remember seeing the difference of how much of a fan base they had before, and then they released Holy Roller, and all of a sudden it was like fucking a, like all of a sudden everybody, I've been listening to Spiritbox since the beginning and that kind of shit. Which either way, I dig the Void. That was a long walkabout way of me saying that. So far, I feel like this is a really cool track, radio friendly, poppy, but still speaks to me being an old school Spiritbox fan. I dig it. Visualizer is fucking cool, man.
Hey, I'm Aquila, and a little thing.
Right into the chicken sandwich, baby.
Texture. There was
a. Now, Rule of Nine's a fucking love that song. That song is so good. Okay. So I was trying to get back to this one so I could pick a steel shot and sit here and give out my final thoughts. This song was really good. I still think it's following under this pop formula that Spiritbox is kind of tapping into, and I don't blame him one bit. I want the heavy Spiritbox back. I want the chunky, groovy riffs, which the Void has a few in here, a few sections in here that are super groovy and everything. And I guess it's good to spread the wings like that, because I sit here and I'm in my studio and I am envious, jealous, whatever you want to say, of these other bands. I mean, of course, I'm working on my own band stuff, and it takes time. It takes a shit ton of money. I really, if I had the money, I feel like my band's progress on our second album would be moving along a little bit faster, just a little bit faster. But that was a cool track. I think I'm definitely gonna have to give it six horns. Uh, and the only reason why I wouldn't go higher is just personal taste, because there's nothing wrong with the music, the vocals, the mix, the master production. It all sounds really, really, really good. I do. I feel like I've heard that. Like I feel like it was a very. There's a track I'm trying to think of on North Lane's Alien album that sounds very similar to this song. So maybe I guess I don't know. Spiritbox might be a huge North Lane fan and true influence from that, but I hear it with that rhythm and everything. But this is another one of those bands that I wish a fucking thousand times success for. I hope they can. I hope their next album, I'm in love with it, and it goes fucking diamond, and they become one of the big metal acts in the world. Because I really do dig what this band does. Um, I can't think of nothing else right now. That was a cool visualizer. I honestly think whoever made the visualizer, if they could have like did a story, uh, and moved away from hitting certain frames over and over and over again, they could have made a whole just fucking music video. It's like I've made a couple visualizers, and all I did was take the album artwork and put it into like a 3D, uh this app that will make the photo 3D, and you can add stuff in the foreground or background. And to me, that was a visualizer because I took the actual artwork of the single and had it moving slightly, so the visualizer had a little bit of movement. And then I did some AI music videos, which if I knew my shit, I could probably do some cooler stuff with that. But this is good. Whoever did this visualizer fucking knows some shit, man. Definitely some shit I would be interested in learning. And yeah, Spiritbox. I hope y'all have some really cool shit coming. I think in the email I got it said that this was a song announcing another album. So fuck yeah. So glad that y'all are having the chance to make a second or third album. I'm not sure because I swear that first one used to be considered an EP, but Apple Music's kind of shifted a few things around, and that's the only knowledge I have. That's how I keep up with what's an album, what's an EP, and what's a single. uh, if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me some cool stuff. I know I'm a big Spiritbox fan, but of course I don't know everything. Uh, it's been a minute since I've dived into them, but I think today I'm getting ready to go through the first album and Rule of Nines again because I want to go back to my roots of Spiritbox. So leave me some comments. Let me know some trivia. Give me some more song suggestions. Doesn't have to be Spiritbox. It could be bands from across the world, whatever you're feeling at this moment in time. I'm always trying to increase my music palette and everything. And with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.